Hello, everyone, and welcome. As you know, I'm Miss Barry Hamdani, the relationship messenger. Today, I have a question that should be posed to women. That question is, who is your Dr. Feelgood? Now, that question can be composed and posed to anyone, men, women, children, or boys. The reason I reference women is because of where I'm going in this series. Who is your Dr. Feelgood? Is it alcohol? Is it white powder? Is it some pretty boy who stands in the mirror and not allow you to even have room to get there? Who is your Dr. Feelgood? Is it religion? Is it political correctness and cancel culture? Or is it who it should be, your therapist? The reason I'm posing this question is because I want you to develop a greater quality of life. Now, the quality of your life is in direct proportion to the quality of your relationships. And the quality of your relationships is proportionate to the quality of your information. The quality of your information is based upon truths that you value. The truths that you value are only powerful when you believe them. It is belief that causes you to act. It is belief that inspires your emotions and not the other way around. If you believe a certain thing, you'll find yourself inspired if that belief were based on truth and positivity. If it were based upon negativity, then you may be depressed. If you understand the overwhelming truth of who you are, regardless of the vicissitudes in life that find you sometimes up and excited and sometimes a little lower and somewhat despondent, we cannot control tomorrow. As human beings, we're going to experience the vicissitudes in life, the ups and downs. But if the information that we value is of great quality, then we're going to be quite resilient. We're going to bounce back strongly. Now, you might ask, how is information, belief, the value of that information tied to our relationships? Well, I humbly assert to you that it is tied to relationships because in relationships is where we find meaning in life. Relationships are an integral part of our lives. The way information and what we believe about information has to do with the quality of our life and the quality of our relationship is in direct proportion to the impact the information has on us. In other words, what does that information that we believe in, what does it cause us to do? Well, here it is. It causes us to live more powerfully as as spiritual human beings. Because look, this information cannot be simply acquired through intellect. If that were the case, every educated person would be happy. If it was a matter of knowledge and intellect, every educated person would not divorce. But we know that is clearly not the case. Therefore, that builds a case for spirituality. And how does spirituality, you might ask, impact relationships? Well, here it is. Information does not exist isolated in a vacuum. Information is attached to consciousness. Information is not a dead thing. It is alive. It is wrapped in consciousness. It's not something you grab. It is something that has a magnetic appeal to those who seek it. If you believe a certain thing, then all the components that are attached to that belief are also attached to the object of your belief, and therefore it functions as a magnetic force between you and the object of your belief. That's how things are manifested. Now, we say erroneously, but with the good spirit, that we manifest a thing. The truth is, the thing is manifested in our lives because it was grabbing and reaching for us all along. Once our spirit and consciousness aligned with that truth, then the object of that truth and belief became manifested. There is something greater than ourselves. And when you tune into it, you will find the confidence that gives you the inspiration to align yourself with quality information. And it's because you are aligned with quality information, information that is embraced by truth, that you began to develop a greater vision, and you can then see your path forward. You cannot see the path forward unless you have vision. Without spirituality, your vision is clouded, and you cannot see your way forward. So what I'm saying to you today is to stop and focus, develop a vision, question the information that comes to you, and question the source of its origin. Because in that information is a consciousness. Now, a lot of spiritual or religious people will call those things demons. The reality is there's information that is embraced in consciousness, and it is spoken to you. This is why I earlier alluded to the question, who is your Dr. Feel Good? The thing that makes you feel good may not necessarily be good for you. Drugs, alcohol, politically correct culture, religion, girlfriends full of anger whispering in your ears may not necessarily be good for you. See, here's what happens with quality information. It leads to critical thinking. Critical thinking tends to unpack truths that can make people feel uncomfortable. And if you follow the directions of those truths, then know this: you're going to cross a great expanse, a territory that is filled with the minefields, like claymore mines to the spirit. Even in sharing this information with you, I realize that is the place that I'm in as I speak to you. Because in giving you powerful information, I realize that sometimes makes some people uncomfortable. Well, what in particular that helps you, which may make other people uncomfortable? What is it in particular that you're afraid to grasp because you realize it's going to make some people uncomfortable? That phenomenon is truth. That's why I refer to the idea of politically correct ideologies. They are as dangerous as drugs. Why? Because with it, it creates an affiliation, a group affiliation that I talked about in my latest book, Ascend to the Secret Place. In group affiliations, you find yourself loyal to the group and not loyal to yourself. Loyal to the ideology of the group and not loyal to the truth of yourself. These forces outside yourself, forces of poor information that people sometimes value, it can lead you to break into a state building on January 6th. It can lead you to hate people that you don't know. It could lead you to abandon your home. It leads women outside the door of their homes going to look for something that they can't even define. Women who have good men in their lives and good husbands are magnetized by these ideologies and they abandon their homes. Oh, if you ask them why are they leaving, they would tell you because they want to focus upon their career. But what they don't know is that the career cannot make them happy. The career is simply a glorified job. Nothing wrong with it. It makes you money, but it can't make you happy. If you really want happiness, you need to know why you were born. You need to know your purpose in life. Your purpose in life is not your career. The career is a means to fulfill your purpose. It is a highway that takes you to the castle, but it is not the castle. It is the map that gives you the direction to a place of higher consciousness, but it is not higher consciousness. It is a roadway to a place where you find the thing that God purposed in your life, but it is not the purpose. If you are turning towards something that makes you feel good, then that emotion only lasts for a moment. It is no difference in the bondage of drugs, religion, alcohol, your chat with the girlfriend, your enabler, or politically correct ideologies. When you come in contact with a body of information that is comprised of truth, truths that might make you uncomfortable for a while. It might make people around you uncomfortable for a while as you begin to embrace it. But if you are loyal to your calling, committed to your purpose, focused upon the thing that you were ordained to be, to do, and to have, then you are going to excel. If you are concerned about criticism simply because you began to embrace a truth that you did not know, when you begin to walk into that, if you are afraid of being criticized, then you will become stagnated. Because the only occasions in which you will not be criticized is if you say nothing, do nothing, or be nothing. But when you walk away from the idols that are designed to make you feel good, you will find yourself confronted face to face with truth. You cannot get there until you ask yourself a most important question, and that is, who is the Dr. Feelgood of your relationship? Until we meet again, it's Barry Hamdani. May God bless you. Please like, subscribe, and share.